Subjective. I can talk about food and meals. First, let's learn countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Countable nouns. They are nouns that can be counted. For example, burger and apple. For singular nouns, we can use articles a or an. A burger, an apple. For plural nouns, we can add s or es or ies to the nouns. For example, 3 burgers, 2 apples. Uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are nouns that cannot be counted. For example, rice and juice. They don't go with a and an. We can use some instead. Some rice, some juice. And they are always in singular. We do not add s. Let's practice. Exercise 1. Find examples of the words below in the text on pages 52 and 53. Which are countable? C. And which are uncountable? U. I will show you the word and you have to identify whether it is countable or uncountable. Let's begin. Apple. I've also got an apple. It is countable. Juice. I've also got an apple and some juice. Juice is uncountable. Egg. I sometimes have an egg. Egg is countable. Bread. I'm having fish and chips and some bread. Bread is uncountable. Pasta. I'm having fish and chips and some pasta. Pasta is uncountable. Sweet. Vending machines in schools don't sell crepes and sweets now. Sweet is countable. Water. I like the menu today. Pasta, chicken pieces and salad, yogurt, bread and water. Water is uncountable. Snack. They've got healthy snacks like nuts. Snack is countable. Now add the words to rules 1 and 2. Rule 1. With countable nouns, we use a or an and plural forms. An apple, apples. An egg, eggs. A sweet, sweets. Snack, snacks. 2. With uncountable nouns, we don't use a, an, or plural forms. Juice, bread, pasta, and water. Exercise 2. Look at the pictures and complete the sentences. Let's look at the first column, uncountable. How much? There's a lot of pasta. There's some rice. There isn't much cheese. There isn't any meat. Countable. How many? There are a lot of vegetables. There are some pears. There aren't many grapes. There aren't any crepes. Now let's watch a short clip.
There is an apple. There's an apple. There isn't an apple. There is some cheese. There's some cheese. There's a lot of cheese. There isn't much cheese. There isn't any cheese. There are a lot of sweets. There are some sweets. There aren't many sweets. There aren't any sweets. Is there an apple? Is there any cheese? How much cheese is there? Are there any sweets? How many sweets are there?
From the short clip, we learned about quantifiers. There are 5 quantifiers: much, many, a lot of, some, and any. Let's learn how to use them. We use many for countable nouns. We use much for uncountable nouns. An easy way to remember is to remember the letter U in much, which means uncountable. Next, any, a lot of, and some can be used for both countable and uncountable nouns. In this table, you can see how we usually use the quantifiers in sentences. We normally use many, much, and any in negative sentences and questions. For example, there aren't many apples. How many apples do you eat? There isn't much pasta. How much pasta do you eat? There isn't any meat. Have you got any cheese? Next, for a lot of and some, we normally use them in affirmative sentences. For example, she ate a lot of food. We have got some cheese. Let's practice. Exercise 3. Look at the sentences in exercise 2 and choose the correct words in rules 1 to 3. 1. We use much with uncountable nouns. 2. We use many with countable nouns. 3. We often use any, much, and many in questions and negative sentences. 4. We use some, any, and a lot of with countable and uncountable nouns. Exercise 4. Complete questions 1 to 5 with much and many. Then choose the correct words in the answers. I have highlighted the nouns for you. You may try to answer the questions. 1. Meat. Meat is uncountable, so the answer is much. How much meat do vegetarians eat? They don't eat. This is a negative sentence. So the answer is any. They don't eat any meat. 2. Vitamins. Vitamins are countable. So the answer is many. How many vitamins are there in white rice? There aren't many vitamins in white rice. 3. Fat. Fat is uncountable. The answer is much. How much fat is there in chocolate? There is a lot of fat in chocolate. We use a lot of in positive sentences. 4. Fruit. Fruit is uncountable. So the answer is much. How much fruit is there in fizzy drinks? There isn't usually much fruit in fizzy drinks. 5. People. We can count people. So the answer is many. How many people can't eat nuts? There are some people who can't eat nuts. Exercise 5. Use it. What do you usually eat and drink every week? Complete the sentences. Then compare your sentences with other people in the class. Are they the same or different? That is the end of the lesson. To practice more, you may click the link in the description box. Do like and subscribe to see more lessons like this. Happy learning!